214.
Hashtag incorrectly correcting at life of underscore PZ. Hashtag Verse TV 214D.
If I wanted to say that, I would have wrote it. I said what I said.
Okay, well, what you said was some bullshit.
If I wanted to say that, I would have wrote it. I said what I said.
Okay, well, what you said was some bullshit.
Base complexity.
All right. Just don't wanna drop that. All right. So after reading that or this, I will fully admit that autocorrect is like a double-edged sword. It could be good, but it could be bad also, depending on the situation. And yeah, because definitely it's happened to me in the past with autocorrect. Oh, say things you don't even intend to say. Say you didn't mean it like that. I know it came out like that, but that's not how you meant it. And that's what I have.
All right. So, as far as that, I will say my initial reaction to this is it's absolutely hilarious. That's part of the reason that I was like, I need to play it again because that's absolutely hilarious. I will also, and I feel that that is the best use of that line outside of Real Housewives of Atlanta. And also, the dude who did this, he is an opposite gender loving man with a wife and kids. So I do feel that that is something worth acknowledging. Also, I will say, even outside of using it for slang or trying to get it slang by autocorrect, is like sometimes it can still be the autocorrect can be like, well, what you said was some bull, you know, like you'll be like, that's not what I wrote. That's not what that's not what I'm saying. They'll be like, autocorrect will be like, well, what you said was some bull. Anyway, but autocorrect, going back to the whole AI thing, autocorrect is also also a smaller, not everything AI is a robot now, you know, it's a smaller version of AI to the extent that it learns our habits and how to better autocorrect us. And I think that's cool. And like Mo Gaudat says, we can ensure positive growth for our AI offspring, if you will, who are growing and they are young right now. Now, as a gay man, I must acknowledge, in spite of the fact that I am a same gender loving man, I think Candy Burris is absolutely stunning. Beautiful woman. Yes, yes, she is. And it reminds me of my first boyfriend who years ago, well, my first boyfriend, so I was 20, 21. I was 20. And he was 28. And I remember he said, and I just took it at face value, but he was like, yeah, you know, I saw Candy recently and she's looking hard. You know, she is looking, you know, and this was before Real Housewives of Atlanta. But he was like, yeah, Candy's been looking hard. That lesbian life will get to you. And I was like, really? I don't know what you're talking about. And he was like, yeah, I don't like lesbians. Lesbians are scary. And I'm like, really? I don't know what you're talking. That's not been my experience. And he was like, because lesbians always want to fight without missing a beat. A lesbian was walking down the street arbitrarily with a wife beater on. She was like, who want to fight? I want to fight somebody. Anyway, okay, yeah, I can save it for my 1 minute and actually tell the story. Basic complexity 1-1.
Yeah, basically, it's just that the age-old statement here is very true. And it's that everything good is not always good for you.
All right. So, yes, for me again, as a same gender loving man, I must acknowledge that Candy is absolutely beautiful. In spite of the fact that my first boyfriend was like, and again, this was before Real Housewives of Atlanta. This was like after the album wasn't called The Softest Place on Earth, but the lead song was Softest Place on Earth. Anyway, after that third CD, but before Real Housewives of Atlanta, he was like, yeah, Candy looks hard. Candy is beautiful. Anyway, but yeah. That was such an interesting coincidence as far as the woman in the wife beater. And the reason I assume she's a lesbian is because we were actually walking around in the gay part of town in Philadelphia. And just out of the blue, she was like, I want to fight somebody. I want to fight somebody. Almost as if on cue, almost as if a sloppily written script, in my opinion. Anyway, but yeah, it was cute. And he clutched under me. He was like, Aaron, keep me safe. I'm like, oh, yeah, whatever. Anyway, and I like him big, and he's a big old, well, he's not a big old dude. He's not tall, but he's thick. Anyway, so my one sentence is autocorrect learning is an example of AI learning, and it is growing. Basic complexity, yeah, you did your 1-1. So our hashtag Verse TV question for the family is, do you allow your daily use cell phone to use autocorrect? Do you turn it off? And if you keep it on, do you like its accuracy? Well, I guess you must, but tell me. If you haven't turned it off, do you like the accuracy of your autocorrect? Basic complexity. Oh, we're at the closing. All right. So this has been week 214. Oh, and I didn't even say this. I apologize. You actually used to work off of Route 214, mister. Yes, I got so caught up in talking about that dude that he disappeared on me. A lot of dudes disappeared on me at that time. And it wasn't like we didn't even do anything. I guess, anyway. But yes, you used to work off of Route 214 in Maryland. So that's also a connection worth acknowledging. So this has been week 214. I'm Aaron Mack. You can find me, Aaron Mack, at versetv.com, ARONMCK at BERSTEAB.com. We're all over social media, hashtag BERSTEAB. And Basic Complexity, I see, where can we find you, friend?
Yes, sorry, I was RIM.
So I'll actually even give you a hint. Your TikTok is at My Basic Complexity. Everything else, take it from there.
then all right. Aside from that, and I'm trying to. There we go. Aside from that, everything else is just basic complexity. And I'm not sure if you could see my name on the screen. It's same thing, basic complexity. And it's just two words, basic and complexity. Put them together, merge them to one word, and that's it. So it's BASICCOMPLEXITY.
And at versetv.com, basic complexity at versetv.com. They can email you.
Well, yeah.
I have a question for you after. But now, are you ready for the? Oh, no, we're not at that at this point. At this point, we are at the. Sorry, YouTube, we have to turn you off because we don't want YouTube to flag us. Sorry. But we're continuing on Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah, because YouTube don't play it.
Yes, it does not at all. Anyway, so, and